All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about speed. I do it a lot. I had somebody new in this morning. Their main goal is to get faster. Um, the thing is, every athlete's going to be a little bit they need to get faster, depending upon their skill set, their age, their level of development. So, I mean, I would put this girl more into an intermediate training category. She's definitely done some training in the past in terms of she could squat with the kettlebells and stuff like that. She had decent strength levels. But so I took her through a battery of things to kind of see where she's at physically with things. Right off the bat, like planks, she struggled to do planks. She's pretty good at sit ups, struggled to do planks, couldn't hold her legs out in front of her in like an L sit on a Roman chair. So, her hips are a little bit weak there. But like, these are the things we're looking at to see like what they need to get faster. Um, can she do a lot of push ups? No, she's only doing maybe 4 good push ups. So her relative body strength lacks. She can't do any chin ups. So these are all things like, yes, we could take her and we could work on sprint mechanics, and we will, but these are things she needs to bring up in order to get faster. So um, her hamstrings need to get stronger. She probably could get in a little bit better just overall shape. She could probably lose a few pounds. I don't want to tell people that they're fat and out of shape, and she wasn't by any stretch of the imagination. But at the same time, the stronger you are for your body weight, the faster you're going to be able to run. So if you're a little bit too heavy to be able to move your body, you need to keep your body weight the same and keep getting stronger, or you need to you could cut a few pounds and get stronger, and you definitely will get faster from there. So jumping wise, she's a little bit under where we need her to be jumping. So like she needs to work on jumping, and jumping is just a rate of force development. So you're producing a large amount of force in a short time when you jump. So that's how you build explosive strength. So that's why jumping is considered explosiveness. So we can get her body weight to stay the same or come down, get her a little bit stronger, develop more relative body strength, bring her jumps up. We know that she's going to be running faster, and just get her a little bit better overall shape. I mean, she had pretty strong legs, pretty strong quads, like squatting and things like that were relatively easy for her. So it's not like she lacks, the really developmental stuff. But yeah, I mean, like she needs to get stronger abs, and things like that. And we see this all the time with kids coming in. So like you take every kid, and they're in a different spot in their development. Now, if the kid's younger, they might need to just really work on strength work. They don't need to do any sprint work and sprint training. A girl like this, more intermediate level in terms of training, hasn't had any formal speed training yet. So when we watch her run the 10-yard dash, we can definitely get faster 10-yard times out of her. When we watch her run from behind, she's not really all over the place with her feet and her hips. So like that's a good thing. But she hasn't had any formal speed training. So yes, we will work on mechanics a little bit and go from there. But that's what like a lot of people. I get a lot of like calls and emails, and they want private speed training sessions, or they want they just want their kid to come in and do some speed and agility training, but they don't realize that you develop speed and agility by developing overall athleticism. It's not just developing speed and agility. I shouldn't say never, but I rarely come across an athlete who just needs speed training. Like their strength levels are there for everything they need to be. They meet all those standards for strength. And it's not just strength in terms of maximal strength with a barbell. It's also hamstring strength. It's calf strength. It's hip strength. It's ab strength. It's all these things individually and how they kind of come together. So it's basically everything. I mean, this is why professional teams have strength and conditioning coaches and not just speed coaches. Like they do need everything. They need both. So I hesitate to almost work with people who just want to come and do speed training, because I know they're not going to get as much out of their training as they possibly can, because they're just doing one aspect of it. The speed training is just one aspect. They need to develop all those things. So that's kind of what I wanted to say today. Speed training, getting faster, is a multifaceted approach. Sometimes athletes need to do more speed training and less strength training, maybe. because they are pretty good in some of these things. They need more of this, so we give them that. But like on the most part, especially high school athletes, middle school athletes, I would say, more strength training, less speed training. High school athletes, same thing. As they get a little bit older, maybe you can give them a little bit more speed training because they have the fundamentals that are strength training down. But for the most part, they need both. So if you wanted to get faster, you need to have that multifaceted approach to it.